Hi, and welcome to the Hourglass Friday feature. My name is Joseph Vardon-Hynard, and I'm Assistant Director of External Affairs here at Hourglass. So, we've got a new Prime Minister, with Andy Burnham taking over from Sir Keir Starmer on Monday, and he's just appointed the new Safeguarding Minister, Satveer Kaur, taking over from Natalie Fleet, and of course previously to her, it was Jess Phillips. But what should the priorities be for older victim survivors for this new minister? Here are 5 things that we think should be her priorities in the coming months and years. First, give older victim survivors a champion in government. Older victim survivors really need someone at the heart of government whose job is to keep asking, but what about older people? At the moment, nobody's consistently doing that. A new safeguarding minister could become that champion, or ensure that one exists. That means giving abuse in later life a permanent voice around the table, including representation on the VAUG Advisory Board, on which there's currently no voice for older victim survivors. Second, develop a national strategy on preventing violence against older people. Older victim survivors currently risk falling between different systems. A national strategy would bring those responses together, clarify responsibilities across government, and set clear expectations for every local area. Third, end the postcode lottery and specialist support. Every local area should be able to count on support for older people, but at the moment, some places count on them more than others. Where there's a need, and we know that exists everywhere, commissioners should be expected to fulfil it. Greater Manchester has already shown what this looks like by investing in dedicated Hourglass support for older people experiencing domestic abuse. The government should build on that success through long-term, ring-fenced national funding, so similar services are available across the country. Fourth, fix the data gap. At Hourglass, we're always talking about data, but that's because good policy depends on good evidence. We need data that actually counts older people and shows how abuse affects people throughout later life, rather than grouping everyone over 55, 65 or 75 together and masking those important differences. And we're still playing catch-up. The ONS only started surveying older victims of crime in 2017, and it still doesn't include people living in care homes. What isn't counted is far easier to ignore. Finally, create a clear national pathway and use it to train professionals. Police officers, health professionals, housing teams and social workers need confidence to recognise abuse in later life, and they need a clear route to specialist help when they do that. That means better training, straightforward referral pathways into specialist services. No professional should identify an older person may be experiencing abuse and then be left wondering what to do next. If the government really wants to ensure no victims left behind, these are the changes that will make the big difference. Older victim survivors deserve more than warm words. They need leadership, visibility, and specialist support. We look forward to working with ministers to make sure that's a reality.